Hello everyone, my name is Arcibal and I'm going to discuss about how do rainbows form. Rainbows are among the most beautiful nature's displays. Neither it is a thing nor does it exist in a particular place. A rainbow is rather an optical illusion or phenomenon that is not controlled by human beings and appears when sunlight and atmospheric conditions are just right and also the viewer's positions to see it. A rainbow occurs as a result of the interaction between sunlight, water, and air. And this is the reason why it is mostly visible when there is sunny, rainy day. The formation of a rainbow involves a physical phenomenon which includes dispersion, refraction, reflection, and total internal reflection. This is the rainbow formation. A rainbow is formed due to sunlight and atmospheric conditions. When light enters the water, droplet slows down and bends as it goes from air to water, which is denser. The light reflects up inside the droplet, separating into its components, wavelets, or colors. When the light exceeds the droplets, it creates a rainbow. This happens when the rays from the sun comes into contact with the raindrops at a certain angle. These are the step-by-step process of formation of rainbow. First, sunrise strikes raindrops. White lights the sun should hit the water droplets at a certain angle. The angle formed is very crucial since it determines whether the rainbow will be formed or not. Rainbows form mostly at the dawn or late afternoon since it is best if the sun is fairly low in the sky and provides the ideal angle to form the rainbow. When the angle is not appropriate, then we are not able to see the rainbow. Second, some of the sunlight is reflected. When the rays from the sun strike or come into contact with droplets of water, the light from the sun is reflected. In the process, the light obeys the law of reflection. It can be better understood when we see through a glass window, but at the same time, our own reflection can be seen. This is because the window both transmits and reflects light. Water can do this too. Third, rest of lights get refracted. The light that is not refracted crosses the boundary layer of air and water and slows down since water is denser than air. The reduction of speed makes the path of the light to bend, which is called refraction. This is the reason why the rainbow is always curved or bent towards the normal line. Fourth, the white light splits into different colors. White light is made up of a spectrum of colors, each having its own wavelengths. Different wavelengths travel at different speeds while they encounter a change in the medium that is denser or less dense. These speeds are affected by the difference in amounts. Hence, the colors separate. This phenomenon is called as dispersion. This is why the rainbow has got different colors. Fifth, the light gets reflected behind the raindrops. When light hits water-to-air interface at the rear of the raindrops, it forms an angle. If the angle of incidence is greater compared to the critical angle, total internal reflection occurs, and the rainbow can be seen. Whereas, if the angle is lesser than the critical angle, the rainbow form will not be visible. 6. More refraction takes place. As the light exceeds the raindrops, its speed changes. Since at this point, movement of the light is away from a denser, which is what called the water, to less dense, which we call the air medium. The speed is thus enhanced. The rise in the speed causes the light waves or path of the light to bend away from the normal line. This is another example of refraction. This refraction contributes to the shaping of the rainbow. 7. the color forms with more dispersion. As the rays gets refracted once more, the various wavelengths are affected to different extents and enhance the clear formation of the rainbow colors. With the further separation of the components colors of white lights and refraction, the definite colors and shape of the rainbow are visible with dispersion. So, why rainbow appears after the rain? 3 conditions must be fulfilled to see a rainbow. First, it must be raining because a rainbow requires water raindrops to be floating in the air. That's why it is visible right after it rains. Second, the sun must be shining. And the third, the observers must be located between the sun and the rain. The sun must be at your back and the clouds are cleared away from the sun for the rainbow to appear. In the sky, the lower the sun is, the higher is the arc of the rainbow. And according to Isaac Newton, who established that due to refraction, white light tends to separate into its constituent wavelengths. Newton's contribution gave a new understanding that white light is a mixture of colored lights and that each color is refracted to different extent. The different colors corresponds to light with different wavelengths and are refracted to differing degrees. This process of separation of colors is called dispersion. Once the color in sunlight are separated by refraction, we are able to distinguish them in the lens. Thank you.